In this video, I'm going to show you why so many women are swooning over Christian Grey and what men can learn from reading the books. Now, in a nutshell, 50 Shades is a story about a naive and clumsy 21-year-old who manages to save and heal a disturbed billionaire in a way that nobody else has been able to. Christian Grey is a very dangerous man. In the real world, this is the kind of man that most sane women would run away from. Many women say the story spiced up their sex lives a lot. Now, to give you a feel for the story, I'm going to show you an excerpt from a movie, and if you want to see the full version, go to YouTube and check out 50 Shades Drunken Dramatic Reading.
It's called 50 Shades of Grey. This is quite explicit and very poorly written. My breathing is still ragged as I come down from my orgasms, and I cry out as he does it again and again. I groan. Suddenly, he sits up and tugs my panties off. Please, I beg. More, he whispers, his voice raw. Again, he breathes. Yes, it's a plea. And he moves, but this time he doesn't stop. My body quivers. I didn't know it could feel like this. Didn't know it could feel as good as this. My inner goddess is doing the merengue. Yes, those are the words written in the book.
Now, you can learn a lot from romance novels. One of the first things you need to understand is that the romance genre is big business, very big business. And romance novels pretty much account for 35 to 40% of all mass market paper book sales. Now, also, don't make the mistake of dismissing them as trite, because our movies, action movies, aren't too realistic either. But the larger-than-life situations make great stories. For starters, understand that fantasy is larger than life, pretty much by definition, and it has to be realistic enough that the reader can live vicariously through the heroine, and the hero of the story has to be realistic enough that the reader can feel attraction for him. Now, what turns us on? Men, of course, reach for Playboy and porn flick, whereas women do not like sex without love. Most of them find it to be a turn-off, so what they would prefer is suspenseful tales of sex and love, and it's also got to be a story that engages all the senses. Now, here is the thread that runs through almost all romance novels. Women like to coax out the tender side of a tough man. The tender side of a weak man, not quite so exciting. Now, the heroes of these stories are generally larger-than-life bad boys, and what the readers would like to find is that there is a good guy hiding inside of the bad guy, generally due to traumatic events or a tough childhood. They also want to find that he is more misunderstood than actually bad. Later on in the story, the vulnerability comes out, and he's really a man of integrity and pretty much a tough guy with a wounded heart, but a good guy nonetheless. Now, they want his flaws to flow from masculine strength and aggression. Readers would also like to believe that love will make him want to change his reckless ways. And deep down, they want to help him. The nurturing side of a woman makes them want to heal his wounds and help him and fix him and change him. Ultimately, they want to be the best thing that ever happened to him, and they want to be the only woman in the world in his eyes. And perhaps this is the most important. They want him to be tamed by the power of love without surrendering the sexy strength qualities, the core of steel, so to speak, that made him attractive in the first place. Christian Grey and others like him are generally strong, aloof, unemotional. They have an ability to step up and take charge, and they have a quote-unquote sexy, untamable quality that puts a swagger in his step. They're bad to the bone, but they're not bad to the core. So there's also a vulnerable side to them. Overall, Christian Grey is a tough man with a vulnerable heart. He's tough yet tender, and he's mature yet boyish. He is open, communicative, and loving, and he has a weakness for Anna and only for Anna. Did you like this video? If you did, please hook me up by clicking the like button, and also let me know whether you agree or disagree by leaving a comment. If you'd like to know more about how women think about dating and relating, please check out my new book, The Gentleman's Guide to Understanding the Fairer Sex, which is a respectful guide about how to understand the woman in your life. The book is sold through Smashwords and will soon be available on Apple and Amazon as well. And I want to let you know the book is not about how to pick up women, date out of your league, or build a relationship. Thanks for watching this video, and if you'd like to see our next installment, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, 50 Shades for Men.